Hello, and welcome back to Navigating the Periphery. Do you know who I am?
No.
I didn't think so. My name is Debra, and this, as always, is my son Philip.
Hello.
We hope everyone is having a good day today. If you're into what we're doing on our channel, please do all that YouTube stuff if you haven't already. If you could reach down and give this video a thumbs up and a like. Honestly, this is so important to us because the more likes we get, the more widely YouTube will distribute this on its platform, and we want to get our message out there to try to reach and help as many people as we can. Navigating the Periphery, we are trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis. Not 10, not 5, but one show at a time. If you know anyone who could benefit from watching our channel, please help spread the word.
Remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You guys out there are not alone. We're here.
We are here. So, Philip, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today, Mom. How are you doing today?
I am good.
I am excited to discuss today's topic. Today, we are going to navigate the periphery of September. And it being Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and my personal feelings toward Project Semicolon. This is a topic we covered on another episode called Yes, You Matter. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave the link to it in the description box below.
September is recognized as National Suicide Prevention Month, a time dedicated to raising awareness about suicide, reducing stigma, and promoting mental health. The significance of this month lies in its focus on addressing one of the leading causes of death worldwide, highlighting the importance of prevention, education, and support for those struggling with suicidal thoughts. I'm going to insert a trigger warning here in case the sensitivity of this topic upsets anyone watching this week.
I can think of a lot of people who have attempted to commit suicide, and too many of them succeeded. Many are authors, celebrities, or other notable public figures. But they are also acquaintances, friends, siblings, or children of family friends. I never understood how they reached such a low and desperate point in their lives. A depth so low that death was the only solution. As the descent into my psychosis began, so did my self-harm. As auditory hallucinations filled my head, so did the self-hate, self-doubt, and self-loathing. I heard I was not good enough, that my life was not worth living, and to get out and leave. When the suicidal thoughts became so overwhelming that I started to obsess about them, and certain plans that were going through my mind, I started to get really scared, and finally told my mom. I had no control over how much I was self-harming or how severe it was. And I was full of anxiety and pretty terrified. My mom saw all of my cuts and wounds, and she was afraid as well. I've never wanted to inflict any pain on myself or actually take my own life. But during this bleak period of my life, I really only expected the worst to happen. And in a way, I welcomed it. I felt like I deserved it.
Feeling scared about self-harm or suicide when dealing with a mental illness is a significant concern, and it's important to take these feelings very seriously. It's a brave step to acknowledge these fears, and reaching out for help is a strong move towards your well-being and recovery. If you're in immediate danger of harming yourself or having suicidal thoughts, please seek help right away. This could mean calling a crisis hotline, contacting a mental health professional, or going to the nearest emergency room. In the United States, you can call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Hotline.
A major goal of this month is to reduce the stigma surrounding suicide and mental health by encouraging open and compassionate conversations. Stigma often prevents people from seeking help, but by promoting dialogue about mental health, we can make it easier for individuals to reach out when they are struggling. When I struggled, I created a safety plan with my clinical psychologist, my psychiatrist, and my mom. This plan includes steps to take and people to contact if you're feeling suicidal or at risk of self-harm. Having a plan in place can offer a sense of control and security. It also makes me accountable. I don't want to disappoint myself, my mom, or my doctors.
This month is also about promoting access to mental health resources, such as helplines, therapy, and crisis intervention services. Organizations like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline and Crisis Text Line work to provide immediate support to those in need. Raising awareness about these resources can help save lives by ensuring that people know where to turn for help. Suicide Prevention Month is also a time to honor the memory of those who have lost their lives to suicide and offer support to the survivors, their friends, and families. Events like World Suicide Prevention Day, September 10th, often includes memorial activities providing spaces for collective grieving and remembrance, as well as emphasizing the importance of hope and healing.
Suicide prevention is a collective responsibility. During this month, individuals are encouraged to learn how they can contribute, whether through training programs like QPR or Question, Persuade, Refer, participating in awareness events, or simply being available to listen to someone in distress. I also wanted to talk about Project Semicolon. You've probably seen one on Instagram, a little tattoo of a semicolon, usually on someone's wrist, but occasionally somewhere else, like a finger or behind the ear. In 2015, these semicolon tattoos went viral. It was part of a broadly defined movement to raise awareness of mental health and suicide. Project Semicolon is a nonprofit movement dedicated to presenting hope and love for those who are struggling with mental illness, suicide, addiction, and self-injury. It was founded in 2013 by Amy Bluewell as a tribute to her father, whom she lost to suicide. The project's name and symbol, a semicolon, represents a message of continuation, much like in the grammatical sense where a semicolon is used when an author could have chosen to end their sentence but chose not to. The idea is that the author is you, and the sentence is your life.
Project Semicolon aims to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis along with other mental health issues, and offers stories of hope of people who have suffered and made it out the other side.
This resonates deeply with me, because as bad as my psychosis became, I didn't want to give up. I wanted help, and now I'm making it out the other side. My story is a story of hope and promise. I feel I have a unique perspective to try and help others like myself, because I myself have gone through it. I discovered Project Semicolon when I became ill. Because I follow a lot of mental health pages, I stumbled across it and read all about it. I really felt connected to what they represent. It kind of reframed what I wanted my future to look like. I wanted to become an advocate for erasing the stigma linked to mental illness or mental health diagnosis. At the age of 22, for my birthday, I got my semicolon tattoo on my right lateral leg. If you live with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, you know how challenging it is. It's one of the most stigmatized and misunderstood mental health conditions. But there's a great community of people out there fighting for change.
The overall message of Suicide Prevention Month is one of hope, that suicide is preventable, and people experiencing suicidal thoughts or crisis can recover with the right support. By fostering an environment of understanding, empathy, and action, it becomes possible to save lives and reduce the prevalence of suicide. By dedicating September to suicide prevention, the month serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of mental health, encouraging everyone to play a part in creating a more compassionate and supportive society. You can find things to hold on for. And there is always, if ever, a reason to have hope again. That was one of the motivations behind our channel. That even if you have nowhere else to turn, or don't know where to turn, you can always leave a comment or question here. Just so you know, you are not alone. We are here.
My hope is that by sharing my experiences, I can contribute to breaking down the stigma surrounding mental health and inspire others to embrace their own journeys with courage and compassion. This episode is very important for me because I've been there. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Stopping the stigma of a mental health diagnosis is so important to us. We are going to leave the link for Project Semicolon in the description box below. So thanks so much for watching, and until our next episode, take care, have a great evening, and bye for now.
Bye!